Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Kicking out at 2 intern Ace Finley here. And before Michael and Tori hit the ropes and dive into the latest in the world of wrestling, let's tag in one of our show's partners, W Energy. If you're looking to fuel your grind, whether it's late night booking sessions, streaming, or just surviving Monday, W Energy's got your back. No crash, no jitters, just clean focus. Use code KICKINOUT, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off your order. Now let's get back to the show.
Together with Pride Worldwide. This is for the dreamers, rebels and crew, for the fans in the back and the diehards too. Break the chains, let the passion ring. We're calling out hate in the squared off ring. Kicking out at 2, where the love runs deep and the fight stays true. Kicking out at 2, no tribal lines, just respect me and you.
She's Days and all those who slay. Tonight, we are the Road Dog of Wrestling Podcast. We're hugging the ring post, staying alive, and refusing to be eliminated. Welcome to another episode of Bell to Bell. I'm Michael, and with me is someone hanging in there, like it's the final 2. Knuckles are white, refusing to let go. It's Tori herself. Hey, Tori.
What am I hanging on to? Dang. I'm white knuckling? Are you driving?
Baby. I'm always driving.
I'll let you drive.
Driving us nuts. I don't think I ever drive. I think I've been your passenger princess every time. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Nope.
Really?
When we went to Oklahoma City for AEW, and we went to AEW downtown.
You are right.
We drove both of those.
I did do both of those. All right. We're going to go ahead and dive
We've got your
into the news.
Fightful and Fightful Select, bringing you the latest headlines, insider updates, and everything shaking up the wrestling world this week. Take it away.
All right, starting it right off with something that's going to be a big pain in my ass and a big pain in my wallet. WWE 2K26 reveals the Monday Night War edition. A lot of news that came out about WWE 2K26. It will be available in a variety of different unique editions, each priced differently. The differences are Standard Edition, which is $69.99. These are American prices, mind you, so if anybody's watching overseas, it may be different for you. The Attitude Era Edition, which is $99.99. The King of Kings Edition, which is $129.99. And the Monday Night War Edition, which is $149.99. The differences between those, the Standard Edition is just the game with the basic gameplay features. The Attitude Era, that one commemorates the chaotic and important era that the Attitude Era was. It'll cover featured legends like Stone Cold, like The Rock, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kane, Kurt Angle, the Dudley Boys, Stephanie, Trish, so on and so forth. The King of Kings edition, which actually just got announced yesterday, in a very self-serving promo. I'm not sure exactly what that promo was supposed to be, but it was Triple H kind of walking through, and you have Paul Heyman is trying to sell different members of the Vision to be the cover of the game, and then at the end of it, it shows Triple H as the cover superstar.
I'm gonna say this now. That man is never beating the narcissist rap that he has.
Yeah,
because he puts.
Don't get me wrong. I understand he doesn't make all those decisions.
I get that,
but
but
it is kind of he's got that.
Level,
he's got the Hall of Fame. He's
in the WrestleMania. Why is he in those commercials? You do not need to be there, my guy.
Nope.
Why, if that's the case, why is Stephanie not in the women's commercial?
Exactly. That's a good point. A very good point.
Like
in the King of Kings edition, though, it was unveiled just yesterday. Excuse me. It features the current COO Triple H as the cover of that one. It says to have its own perks and features. They haven't announced what those perks and features are going to be yet. I assume it's going to be something wrapped around his career because it's the King of Kings edition. That'd be dumb if you didn't.
If they don't have some kind of career playthrough for him, And it does not include it has to include the WCW run. It has to include Terrorizing.
And Paul, was it just Paul Levesque? Did he go by Paul Levesque?
I think so.
When he was part of the Blue Bloods?
I think so.
Then you have the Monday Night War edition. This is the one that really kind of perked up for a lot of wrestling fans because the cover is beautiful. It's the four main mainstays of WWF, the four main mainstays of WCW, all on the same cover. It's likely to have 90 stars that they have under contract to be able to use, like Booker T, Goldberg, Eric Bischoff, other WCW legends. I am kind of curious because if we're talking about Monday Night War, there's one name that is genuinely missing in the WWE contract side of things, which is Sting. So have they reached out to Sting to say, hey, because here's the thing. So the contracts, the way they work out, you've got the Legends contracts, and Legends contracts let them include them in like perpetuity for things like them coming to the events and all that, to say WWE Hall of Famer, blah. The 2K contracts are separate from that. So WWE has no legality.
Then he may have a 2K contract. He
may. And that would be cool if he did. Because then at least then, we could still see that, because you can't do the Monday Night War without Sting.
You can't. He was such an... If they did this, somebody had to have reached out.
I really hope so.
I don't see any way you do this without reaching out. Like you said, you cannot do this without him.
And what this gives me hope for is our Thursday night games. We could literally do the Monday Night Wars. Because one of us could have a WCW crew, one of us could have a WWE crew. And
which one would you want?
I would take WCW, honestly, because I think there was a point where they were better.
They were.
And if it wasn't for the people that were running it and the things with AOL, I think they would have kept that title.
Had they... Their first mistake was creative.
Yeah.
That was the first mistake, was creative control.
Yeah.
The second one was guaranteed contracts. The third was letting Eric run the checkbook and the company.
Yeah.
But if you give, if the game is done right, like doing a Nitro against a Raw, you could do this so yes.
So much fun. That'd be so much fun. And then that's the major edition. That's the big one. That's the $149.99. Unfortunately, I will probably be buying that one as much as I don't want to. But Jesus. I just gotta wait again, like we did last year. I gotta wait to see what we cross-play with, because I'd rather have it on PC. But if I have to get on the Xbox for us to play, then I'll do that. It's fine.
Okay, so I'm totally going to get off topic for a minute. Did you see the preview for Daredevil Season 2?
I did not yet. I just saw that pop up.
So good.
I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm also looking forward to, tomorrow I'm going to dive into Wonder Man, because that starts tonight.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Bad, I know what I'm watching.
So I'm going to need to watch that starting tomorrow. That'll be my sitting at work or sitting at home, because apparently we're supposed to get more sleep tonight. So we'll see how that works out. We're not with this topic yet, though. Big discussion points for this. Obviously, we can talk about dream matches that we never got to get in real life because the invasion was kind of blah. So if we can get a good amount of... Because I'm assuming we can't do Monday Night Wars with just a handful of people that we've gotten from WCW before. So... do we reach out and we get some of those WCW stars we've never seen in a game before? Because they've already said there's going to be over 400 playable characters this year. So that's insane, first of all. And two, that would include both rosters and then some, if you talk about that time and now. So it's crazy to think of that. The GM mode possibilities, of us being able to do that, that'd be a lot of fun. They've also had a lot of things as far as rosters have been done. They're doing a cool little playthrough, not playthrough, excuse me, reveal through, where it's a pane of glass that has the logo on it. It's cracking a little at a time, showing you a little bit of what's going on. There's already been things like sneak hints at AJ Lee being in the game. There was a pile of tax. So I might be getting tax. There was a dumpster, so we could be getting a dumpster match. Blake Monroe was front and center, but I think we knew she was going to be in it. I mean, that wasn't too hard to snuff out there. But little things that are in there as we go week to week. If new things are popping up, I'll make sure to put them here as well. The second thing is, and it's our cover art for our thing today, is Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee seems to be locked in, especially after this Monday, because it seems to be that Maxine, at least for the time being, is done with Becky Lynch because she's got something else to focus on, because we finally got Natty Neidhart. Awesome to see Natty actually show up as Natty on my screen. Can't wait for that.
The line
Did I
of
not hit you at all?
Natalia elevates,
My gun didn't
Natty decimates is amazing. It's such an amazing line.
Yes, it's a great line, and a great differentiation between the two characters. Of her saying like, "This one's dead,"
Absolutely.
and then she posted a tweet later of Natty peeing on the grave of Natalia. So I think that means that, at least as far as she's concerned, Natalia's done. We're not going to see that again, which I'm perfectly fine with if we stick with this new character.
Me too.
So yeah, it seems to be that, at least according to WrestleMania Radio on Fightful Select, they're reporting that AJ Lee and Becky Lynch is considered one of the most locked-in matches for Mania right now. It's been planned for a long time. AJ's return last summer on the part-time deal hasn't really shown anything else yet. She hasn't come and done a singles match yet. But this is very much like a past versus present, pipe bomb era versus the man era. It's good to see that we've got that locked in. I think it'll be a great match. And of course, it can play in. Like, once Seth comes back in and we add CM Punk to it, and like we keep this thing going for a little while. Before we move on to something that's adjacent to this, are you excited for this match? Like, what are you thinking?
I have a hard time being excited for a lot involved in the WWE. I do love AJ. I think it will be a great match. I guarantee AJ is in the gym working her ass off and working on, and I'm betting her and Becky are getting together on the regular to develop that in-ring chemistry to make everything smooth. Because you don't always have that immediately. Sometimes it takes 5, 6, 7 matches before you have that with somebody. So I totally think that I don't doubt that she is working on it, and it's going to be a good match. I mean, AJ's going to go out and be AJ.
Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. I agree with you. I feel like she's probably going to be in the gym right now, working her ass off to try to be ready for this. Because doing a one-on-one is going to be entirely different. Hey, Jillian.
Jillian.
However, I think she took a little bit of a break, because I don't know if you noticed, but her and CM Punk were both on Hot Ones.
I didn't see it. I caught the very end of it where he took the hottest one and ate it and was like, whatever.
Took it for her, yeah. Because she apparently lost the game. References to when Becky Lynch and Seth did it, because they did it together as well. So I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I definitely think that's something you should probably go watch, because it was a lot of fun. A lot of cool little references that they talked about, and just them being the sweetest couple I think I've ever seen. They talked about the first kiss that was on TV, where she pushed him off the ladder after the first kiss. And then he talked about the second kiss that happened after that, and he was like, she just went for it. And I honestly forgot that we were in front of millions of people. I'm like, that is just the sweetest shit. He also talked about the fact that she headbutted him with her tooth because she's got a little snaggle tooth. And he was like, it's a cute snaggle tooth, though. It's the cutest thing ever. So, cute little couple. Glad to see him happy. Glad to see her happy. On top of other things things coming in, talking about 2K errors and all that, there's a possible hell yeah coming.
A possible what?
Oh hell yeah, maybe. Because WrestleBoth Radio on Fightful confirms that there is internal discussion right now about a potential Stone Cold appearance coming up for WrestleMania 40. Not sure what that's about yet. It's just kind of something that apparently has been talked about. So we'll have to see what it is about and what he's going to do. He has mentioned on a couple of interviews he's done lately that he feels as good as he did at the time that he did the KO match. So he could do like fights, maybe not a full match, but he could do some brawls if he wanted to come back and do a couple of brawls. I don't know. What do you think?
I could see them doing a...
Hey, Lady Alpha.
Having him get involved with like the Vision, like him beating up Logan Paul or something, which we're all a fan of.
Yeah, we're all a fan of that. It's okay. Yeah, it'd be fun to see like where he fits into that. Of course, in the same instance, there's been no talk about it from what I've seen backstage, but there has been questions to The Rock about him if he's going to show up at Mania, and he just kind of does the never say never thing.
If you give me those two in a match, I may be done. Because why?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I guess this is back to, and part of one of the things I'm loving about AEW right now is how much they're pushing younger talent. But right now, and I'm not in any way saying Drew and Cody are old, but Punk, AJ, we just finished Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Drew and Cody have been there for a minute. LA Knight's kind of Like, where is your young talent?
And as much as I want to see it, you have Finn chasing the title now with what happened Monday night. Finn's not as old as that crew, but he's still not the young talent that we have. I mean, he was on top a decade ago. So I'd like to see Ola coming out. I'd like to see Ola like put right into the main event slot and see what we can do with it. But it is what it is, I guess. Hopefully, Final Boss Baby isn't in the chat right now, because something she's not going to like to hear very much is Sami Zayn is being discussed for a world title match. Reports that Sami Zayn was actively discussed for a world title match heading towards Mania. He reached the final of the contender qualifiers.
Yeah.
So he's got that.
Which is awful. It's just awful. Like, Phoenix was complaining about it, and she's not wrong.
She's not.
The reason he won is because they're in Canada. Should they give him a title run? Yes. Are they going to? No.
Yeah. It's a situation of anytime they are in India, anytime they're in Canada, like they flaunt him out there and then don't do anything about it. Hey, Stampede. Welcome in.
What's going on?
Good to see you here. Sorry, I'm kind of playing with something there. But yeah, it's a weird creative pivot. That every time we come to one of those two areas, we want to throw Sami into the main event, and then it not go anywhere. So it would be be nice for this to pay off for once.
Well, here's the other thing: we're going into Riyadh for Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
When's he getting his title match? Is it at the Rumble? Because how many matches are you going to squeeze in here? Because your two Rumbles are an hour each. You're looking at a 3-ish hour show. Like, how many other matches are you going to have?
Well, I mean, it's a 2-night Mania, so 5 each, 10 to be total.
I'm talking about this Sunday with them being in Riyadh.
Oh, okay. I think there is. Whatever. including the 2 Rumble matches, I think they've done 3 matches that they were planning. I haven't looked at the card lately, so I could be wrong on that. But I think that's what they were planning the last time I looked at it. Yeah, so I mean, we'll have to see where that goes. Speaking of that, anybody who wants to do a watch along for the Rumble, we will be in our Discord, hanging out, kind of watching it. So if you want to come in there with us, feel free to.
It's not as early as we thought, so breakfast with kicking out at 2 won't work.
No,
but lunch will.
Lunch, yeah. It'll be lunch.
Lunch will. I'm honestly probably going to set up in my kitchen and cook something while we watch.
Nothing wrong with that. Be cooking with Tori. You can do little dances and stuff, and no. What is that? Is it cooking with Kelly? Is that the thing?
I don't know.
I'm too old for this shit. Spray was backstage at AEW. He was there to do a medical check. So huge sigh of relief for that he's already at the point where he's doing some health checks to make sure he's going to be ready to come to the ring. They did confirm, Fightful being they, pronouns pal. Fightful confirms that Will Ospreay was backstage at Dynamite. He was not playing for TV, but was just undergoing an AEW medical evaluation. AEW is hopeful for maybe a spring involvement of him. So hopefully just the next few months, and then we can do it, because it does seem to be that his neck injury is healing a lot faster than they thought it would be. There's no real timetable yet, but it's just optimism at this point of looking at where he is now. They're hoping that maybe by spring he should be able to come back. Where do you think he fits in if he comes in spring?
If he comes in spring, I mean, we have Revolution in March. I don't think he's back by Revolution. I think it's April or May, which I need to look at their calendar and see if they have it. See what they've got listed so far. So we've got Revolution in March, Dynasty April 12th, and then All in London in August. I wouldn't be surprised if he's back for Dynasty, but maybe not. Maybe the one after, because they'll do something between April and August, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, him re-debuting it All In would kind of be a big thing. So if they want to hold it off till then,
I don't see him wanting to hold off till then.
Well, and I'm not saying maybe that he doesn't come back, but maybe not in ring until then. Like, have that be his in ring comeback. You know, have him show up, do the gimmick where, you know, people think he's still injured, and then he goes, "Ha, tricked you," type of thing. That'd be kind of fun.
So, speaking of AEW, have you seen any interactions on Twitter between MJF and Andrade?
I haven't seen from MJF and Andrade. I have seen between Finn and Andrade, which that's funny too.
So Andrade made a comment about going after the title and challenging MJF, said Swerve is in his way. MJF replied, basically, you don't want smoke. To which Andrade replied, I'm going to take the title off your hands so you can take your honeymoon. And MJF's reply is, you sure you want to bring up marriage, hombre?
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
I was like, oh my God.
I want to know if that lady in the crowd was a plant or not.
It was. She's a wrestler.
Okay.
She posted it. She posted the video and the picture that they took. But she said she's a wrestler, so to me it was a plant, and I'm fine with it. It worked.
Yeah, it was a funny little thing of him giving her his number, and all, like it was funny. I liked it. It's more personality than he showed the entire time he was in WWE, so I'm good with that. Stampede, that's good. I like that. Maybe Ospreay comes back, wins the Owen, and then challenges Omega at All In. I'd be good with that.
Yes, MJF is amazing, Jillian. I saw that earlier and was like, oh my God, that's so good.
It's wonderful we got Stampede in the chat here because he's been touting this off the mountaintops for a while now. Evil is officially done. He's left New Japan. All the talks right now is that he is going to be going to the WWE. Apparently, there has been some discrepancies between him and Tony Khan as far as what Tony Khan feels his ability would be as someone in his company. So it does seem to be maybe Tony doesn't like the idea of having him or doesn't see any sort of value in him. So it does seem to be he is going to go for WWE. So we'll just have to see how that works. They have been involved with him for a while. He has shown up in quite a few events backstage, plus quite a few guys there from New Japan previously that he's crossed paths with. So wouldn't be very WWE has both marked the name Sinister. I don't know if you're serious about that, but that sounds about right. At least it's not Big Willie style.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
But speaking, go ahead. Sorry.
Andrade Swerve, give me all of this. That match is going to be so good.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I clown Andrade because I've never been able to understand his character. I don't get who he's supposed to be. He comes out looking like Black Mask. He asked Sting if he could buy his son, talking about Darby Allin. I don't get him. I don't understand him as a character.
I don't. I know that he wears the mask out because that's what he wore in Mexico for a long time. I get that. I don't understand putting him with the Don Callis family. I don't. It doesn't make any sense. I enjoy him at his in-ring. Like,
well, and that's what I was going to say. It's like I don't get his character, but you put him in a ring with a Swerve, you put him in the ring with a Hangman, with Claudio. I'm going to enjoy the match. The match is going to be great. I just need something for him, and maybe that's why they put him in the Callis family. Maybe so he doesn't have to do the character stuff. He can just, Don points and he goes. I am too, Bobby. I'm very interested to see how they're going to book Evil. They haven't done well, in my opinion, in some of these New Japan folks. So, maybe he's going to come out as JD Mateo, JC's cousin. No? Okay. Gallus has been visiting AEW. Seems to be they may be MLW bound, though. Joe and Mark Coffey are set for MLW debuts, but AEW talent pushed for them late last year. All three members were backstage at Dynamite, just kind of visiting. So there's a possibility maybe they could throw in there. There's no confirmed MLW contracts, so maybe it's a per diem thing of them just jumping in. Where do you think Gallus should go?
Gallus?
Yeah.
I'd love to see them in AEW, but I'm perfectly fine if they go back overseas and just do wherever. I mean, all three of them are super talented. So I don't see it being I don't see it being bad for them anyway. If they show up in AEW, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want this to be we're just picking up everybody so nobody else does. It kind of has felt that way for both companies recently. We're picking up people so the other guy doesn't.
Yeah.
What's the point in getting them if you're not going to use them and you have people on your roster that you're not using as it is?
Yeah. I agree with you. I mean, it's unfortunate because Gallus are very talented. They have kind of some fun things going in NXT, and especially when they started bringing in Joe Hendry, because you had the whole Scottish thing going on there. So that seemed like a lot of fun. They just kind of let them fall to the wayside, and they are better talented and better performers than just to be left set aside. So I'm glad to see them going somewhere. Wherever they land, I hope that they get a lot of work and a lot of fun, a lot of face time. Don't want to miss this. Big Mike, thank you for coming in. The not so Talatanga. I don't know if I'm, Evil could be that as well. I could see that. Maybe the thicker Thonga. I don't know. Thank you, Bobby, for liking the live here. Appreciate that. Yeah, I agree with that. Gallus would be a death tag team. I don't see them being the face of a tag team division, but they are great to throw in there when you need them. So they'd be good anywhere they're going to go as long as they're going to focus on some tag team division. Speaking of tag teams, we usually talk about how stupid some of these things are when they copyright stuff. There's a new copyright for a tag team in AEW. The Brawling Birds. Jamie Hayter. Brawling Birds.
You're cutting out.
Brawling Birds.
Brawling Brits?
Birds? Flying birds? Birds. Brawling Birds.
For Hayter and Windsor.
Yeah. Which I like it, because so overseas, this is a term for a woman.
Right.
So I'm good with it. Has a nice little overseas flavor to it. Plus, they're just going to be fighting. I'm good with it. There was a vignette that teased Windsor pushing Hayter back towards the gold, and so they're talking about them being a tag team together, making that a thing. I'm good with that. I think Hayter's another one of those that kind of fell by the wayside, unfortunately. And no fault of AEW's or hers, just she kept getting injured every time they kind of got her pushed.
That roster is so deep.
Yeah. So as soon as she got hurt, it was easy for them to put someone in place of what they were going to do with her. So it's very unfortunate. But like hopefully being part of a tag team, maybe that'll help. Put a little ease on her so it's not so taxing. You know, that's why Billy Gunn said he loved being in a tag team.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You've cut out a few times. It's like just cuts out for a second and comes back in.
I'm going to try to get repositioned here. It might be because I repositioned where my mic is. And so maybe it's because I'm off to the side, maybe. So yeah, Brawling Birds. I'm very I am too, Bobby. I'm very interested to see how that tag team works out. Those are two really tough women. Love to see what they're going to do with those two.
That makes me even more excited about when Aminata comes back and who she teams with. Those four are going to beat the hell out of each other. That's going to be so good. Yeah,
it's going to be such a big fight. Talk about some TNA returns as well. We had Candice Michelle was backstage at the TNA Impact. There are talks about her possibly coming in. I don't know for what. As far as if she'd come in a wrestling role, I don't know if she's been wanting to come back to the ring or not. But it's been a while.
Who?
Candice Michelle. Maybe just for an on-camera personality, that could be something, maybe a little bit better.
Ash
I don't know.
Cleared? Have we heard officially if Ash is cleared?
I've seen no news that Ash is cleared. However, with what she did, she's got to be. She's got to be.
She's got to be. If she is, my other question is, what was it? Was it a concussion? Was it a neck? What happened?
I think it would have to be something more severe than concussion, just because it seemed like she was done.
Or was it just, I need time off, so we're going to use this story? Did she pull a Seth?
Better than Seth did, apparently.
Yes, way better, because we all bought this one.
Hometown Man is also back after some visa issues. So they got that cleared up, and he's back.
Who?
But the Hometown Man. No?
Who the fuck?
So there was Jake somebody. And Jake somebody had a cousin. And I forget his cousin's name. But his cousin got fired. And then Hometown Man showed up. Who, every time they're in a new city, he dresses in the hometown colors and a mask. It's funny. I like it. It's one of the silly things about wrestling that I enjoy. But the biggest one that came back is we also saw Trey Miguel come back officially. There are still talks as far as a contract. Apparently, they haven't signed down a contract yet, but there are still talks about getting that cleared up. So it does look like they're going to try to get him back officially. I'd be interested to see maybe if Tony gets that cleared up before that happens. So
I would hate for him to not be with the others, but at the same time, the kid's hella talented.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they also have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever with the briefcase.
Which a few people have mentioned. I enjoy the fact that both Matt Hardy and the internet are undefeated when it comes to some of that stuff. Because, yeah, he was in the Feast or Fired. He brought down a briefcase. It would be one of the funniest things in wrestling to see him with the fired briefcase.
I don't know. I think it would be hysterical. It'd be awful, but it would be hysterical too.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Since they haven't got a contract with him, maybe that was the plan, and that would be kind of funny. I would really kind of enjoy it if that was the joke.
It'd be pretty entertaining.
If they're like, hey, just come in here, do a one shot, get the fire briefcase.
But I'm glad he came back. If he stays, great. I wish him the most success. If they're like, in this time, Tony has worked this out, then he goes to TNA and says, give me this briefcase. We're going to do the funniest shit ever. And then he shows up back with the boys. Yeah,
that would be kind of nice. Stampede, Elena Black is there as well. I think we talked about that last week. But yeah, it's good to see formerly known Corey Jade in there. Also, I love what she's done to herself. As far as like, that's not Corey Jade anymore.
No, definitely not.
Well, and that could be too. Gets fired and shows up in NXT. That could work too.
Either way, I think they have the opportunity to do something that would be absolutely amazing. If they have him signed, if he is under contract, they're not going to do that, obviously. But if they don't, or if he has a short term, or they have worked this out intentionally, then okay.
Yeah, him opening that briefcase would be hilarious.
Oh shit!
Who has what?
Jada has a new finisher.
Oh, okay.
Show me that again.
I'm sure a lot of people say that to Jada.
And she beat Nikita Lyons, so I'm an even bigger fan of it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's basically, I don't even know what to call that. It's almost a riptide, except that she doesn't bring him as far up. It's a pump handle into basically a body slam, not because the riptide, she brings him up pretty high.
Well, and so with the riptide, she does kind of the pump handle drop almost, which is what Road Dogg used to use.
Yeah.
So you're saying she brings them up more into like a slam?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure too.
Or Nikita sucks and it just looked bad. One of the two.
That could do. Stampede, I agree. I don't think he's going to get the fired one. But
I don't either.
It's just it would be funny.
Who got the briefcases?
So you got the System got one, and they're hoping it's the tag team because they're wanting to grab the tag belts. Trey got one.
I know, I'll pull it up too.
Okay, well, you pull it up then. While you're pulling that up, great 80s show. You're right.
Eric Young.
Okay.
By unmasking the hometown man and snatching the briefcase from his hands. That's funny.
That's right, because you have to touch the floor with the briefcase. And hometown man wasn't on the floor
got
yet.
one.
Okay.
Trey Miguel got number 4. The systems Eddie Edwards took. Okay. Honestly, I think Macklin's getting fired because I think his contract's up and he's leaving. I think he shows up in TNA or in AEW or Ring of Honor with Deanna.
That's a good point. Him being there with Deanna would make a lot of sense. Eric Young isn't a bad guess either, probably, because Eric Young has been, I think, retired 30 times in the past year. So I don't think that's a bad call either. The last story, I just want to do a little feel-good story. At least feel good for me, because it's been one of the reasons I keep going back to TNA every time I think I'm done watching it. There was a tweet that went out. The first time anybody has been a 10-year vet in TNA is Rosemary.
In the Knockouts division.
Rosemary is officially 10 years since she arrived in TNA. She's a 4-time Knockouts Tag Champion, former Knockouts World Champion. They celebrated her with video packages and photo galleries showing all of her different iterations of her character since she started over there. I have been a massive fan of hers for a long time. First time I saw her was in TNA, and then I did a lot of research back into her history to see her stuff that she did with, at the time, called the Slayer, which was the bunny. So, a lot of great stuff. Their history is insane, too. There's also been some teasers of that Rosemary's been posting of missing the bunny. And I know that the bunny recently got back in the ring. So, be interested to see if maybe she shows up back in TNA as well. That'd be kind of fun.
Well, with Butcher and Blade back in AEW, I don't know. I know they're not together anymore. But
they're not together anymore, and it seems just from her social media that did not end well. So
okay.
I don't know, and I could be wrong, or it could be a show. There's a lot of things that social media, take it with a grain of salt, but it does seem to be, at least if that's to be believed, it did not end well. So she may be looking for a change of scenery, and her hanging back out with Rosemary, I think, would be amazing. They always had great stories together, and for them to explain how she's alive would be a fun little thing too. Because the last time Bunny was there, she was stabbed. But anyway, before we go on to our next segment, we're going to talk about the heels.
Hey, wrestling fans! If you're a woman who loves professional wrestling, you need to check out AEW Heels, the official female-focused online community from All Elite Wrestling. It's a safe space to connect with other fans, share your passion, and build friendships with women from around the world. Members get access to exclusive content, virtual events, Q&A sessions with AEW talent, ticket pre-sales, contests, giveaways, and even in-person meetups at live shows. Led by Amanda Huber and Aubrey Edwards, AEW Heels gives you a place to truly feel part of the AEW family. Don't miss out! Join AEW Heels today and connect with your fellow wrestling fans like never before.
All right, it is time for the Pop the Tory moment.
Who's better than Canyon?
Every
All
time.
right. We've talked about the legends, the winners, and the moments that last forever. But sometimes the Royal Rumble is about the opposite. One bad decision or one wrong step. Because tonight, we're not asking for who lasted the longest, who had the better performance. We're asking at making the shortest Rumble run ever.
Shortest what?
Rumble run ever.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't copy it over. Give me a second.
Shortest Rumble run? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. That is exactly what I
Okay.
said.
As in...
The shortest time spent in the Rumble.
Oh, I mean...
So we're going to do
Isn't-
who better
it-
with that.
Isn't Santino the record holder on that one?
I think so.
Go ahead.
I'm getting there. I got to pull it up. I wrote it and then I didn't copy it into my notes. All right. I'm just going to drag this over here.
Santino with 1.9 seconds. Second is Chelsea Green's 5 seconds. Valhalla was tied at 5 seconds.
So we are only going to do the male side on this.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and start with the record holder, Santino Marella, who was 1.9 seconds in 2010, versus the Warlord, who was 2 seconds in 1989.
Santino's better. I love Santino.
Okay. Santino Marella versus the previous record winner, which seems weird because they always said he's the record winner, but Warlord was shorter. Discrepancy. So Santino versus Bushwhacker Luke.
Oh, that's right, because he had a get in, get out.
And then tossed.
All the way to the ring, right back out, all the way back out. I love the Bushwhackers. As a kid, they were like my favorite tag team before I actually understood how wrestling worked. I gotta stick with Santino.
Okay. Santino Marella versus Sami Zayn, 8 seconds in 2017. He went out there, danced, celebrated, and then immediately got thrown out.
Yeah. Sticking with Santino.
Okay. Santino versus The Godfather in 2000. His entrance was longer than he was in the ring.
I was a big Godfather fan for various reasons. I gotta go with the Godfather on that one.
Okay. Godfather versus Hornswoggle, who lasted 12 seconds in 2008.
I don't care about Hornswoggle. Next.
Okay. I understand that your hatred for this person, but considering the topic that we're talking about, you may actually say he wins on this one. The Godfather versus Brock Lesnar, 26 seconds. The shock elimination in 2020 when he came in and Drew kicked him immediately out.
Oh, that's right. That was pretty solid. I'll go with that.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
Brock Lesnar versus the Great Khali, 1 minute.
I'm never picking that man, so we can move on.
Okay. Brock Lesnar.
I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy for that rant tonight.
Brock Lesnar versus Maven, 1 minute 30 seconds. That famous Royal Rumble where he came in, eliminated The Undertaker, and then tossed out.
And then got his ass beat. He actually didn't get eliminated. No. See, I'm going to dispute this one because Maven did not get eliminated. He got pulled under the bottom rope and beaten. No. Maven should not be on this list.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so Maven's disqualified. Last one, Brock Lesnar versus Kane. 2 minutes or 1 minute, depending on the source that we're talking about.
Can I go back to Santino?
Just forget about it.
I don't want to end up with either one of them. Can I just go back to Santino?
Sure, we can do it. Why not? We make the rules here.
We make up the rules here.
I'm good with that. Yeah. All right, so
I can't hear you.
That's huh?
I can't hear you at all.
Ooh, hold on.
What'd you do? Did you
I
break
don't
something?
know. Oh, it hit mute. That's
good job. Well done.
All right. So that's Roy's pick for who had the shortest Royal Rumble run. But hey, if you disagree, don't just sit there. Go ahead and play along. Drop your winner in the chat. Let's see who really reigned supreme in the shortest time ever. Now we're going to go ahead and do the hot tag. You don't miss this one. It's Miami the Great and File Boss Baby. And they're dropping their information or what they think about on Talk It Up Wrestling. Breaking down their thoughts on Natalya showing up for Maxine. Now this was before Saturday night's main event. This was their talk about what was going to happen at Saturday night's main event. So they're talking about what they think about Natalya showing up. So here we go.
So, we had Maxine Dupree backstage. Maxine Dupree, we saw all the vignettes of her being in the Hart Dungeon and Natty
Mhm.
saying, again, and we had, I'm going to use the word protege is what Maxine was learning under Natalia, but we haven't seen Natalia. Like she only trained with her for like a week or two, and yep, I'm ready. And she won the title, of course, with interference of AJ Lee from Becky Lynch. But we haven't seen Natalia. She hasn't made any um actual appearances with Maxine at all since they had this whole run with her being a protege of her. Now here she finally comes out of nowhere. Hey, I'm gonna be in your corner tonight for your defense. Well, we're like 4 or 5 matches into Maxine versus Becky Lynch, and now you.
Don't go anywhere. Ace Finley again, reminding you to check out Gimmick Table Media, a community of creators, streamers, podcasters, and fans from all corners of entertainment. Dive into chats, collabs, and laughs. There's always a spot for you at the table. Catch all our amazing shows, creators, and exclusive content at linktr.ee/gimmicktablemedia.
That's right. Come check out other people at Gimmick Table Media. All right. Well, before we get to the outro, Tori, do you have anything you specifically want to talk about? Any topic you want to bring up?
I had something and I just went stupid.
When's the next Heels call? I think that's a good thing we can.
Oh, that's in February. It's later in the month. It is with Ospreay and Windsor.
Windsor.
So February is our couples call, so we're allowed to have partner, significant other, whoever with us on the call.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
That's cool. It's a good thing to bring in the family into it.
Yeah.
Especially because y'all get so much cool shit.
I know, right?
Get to talk to Windsor.
And Ospreay, like.
Yeah, and Ospreay. Anyway, well, make sure you catch us on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Blue Sky. You can sign up for the Gimmick Table Media Discord right over here to my stage left. You are right. And remember that if you want to, this Saturday, we will be doing, is it Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday, we will
1
be doing
Central Time.
I thought it was 2 Central. No, it's 2 Eastern. That's
2
right.
Eastern.
1 Central. If you want to watch the Royal Rumble with us, we will be on our Discord channel. It will be the King Out 2 Watch Along channel. So make sure to pop in there if you want to watch Royal Rumble with us. Tori has already said that she is going to be cooking lunch at the time because it'll be around lunchtime. I'll probably be sitting my fat ass right here. Hope everybody's been safe out there. I know the Snowmageddon has been trouncing around the United States. And I think all I can say about that is no matter what we're talking about, fuck ice.
You ain't wrong.
I ain't wrong. But make
You
sure
ain't wrong at all. Fuck ice.
make sure you do all that and hit the likes, hit the subscribes, and all that fun stuff so you can share your faves and keep this conversation going. For our last pop today, I want to talk a little bit about how people get what's coming to them. I guess is the best thing I can say. You can feel like people who cause the most harm never face real consequences because they don't seem to care and they just move on with their lives. But that kind of life comes at a cost. Even if it's not in an obvious way to you looking at them. Growth usually isn't loud or flashy. It's uncomfortable. It takes work, and it takes you asking for help. It takes you asking yourself to sit with that struggle so you can build something better for later. Choosing the harder, more thoughtful path today isn't weakness. It's investing in a future that actually means something. So don't let those things hurt you. In the meantime, and in between time, we're going to catch you on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Here's the cover. Can he do it? Kick out at 2. We stand together with pride worldwide.